What's up, y'all? What is up? It's your girl EJ, and I am back with another The Shy Talk. Now, today we're going to be talking about season 5, episode 6. This is the recap, y'all, part 1. Now, we're going to specifically be talking about Trigg in this particular recap, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, y'all, so this episode is going to start off showcasing Black love. Now, we all know that, the creators and everything were talking about how this particular season was all about Black love, and it indeed has been. Now, your boy Trigg and Fatima definitely have taken it to another level, and your girl Fatima is going to let Trigg know, like, hey, I'm feeling like a mistress, and I'm just like, girl, like, you went into this, like, knowing exactly what it was. So how can you even fix your mouth to say that you feel like you're a mistress? Like, you knew about him and Tiara's thing. You knew he's running for councilman. And you know that he actually doesn't have a problem with dating transgender women. Like, he doesn't have a problem with people knowing about that. It's just that he felt like this was going to be the best option for his campaign. So how can you even say that now? I feel like I'm a mistress. Like, girl, really? Please, come on now. Anyway, your boy Trigg and Tiara are doing their thing, you know what I'm saying, presenting their Black love to the community, and people are really feeling them. People are really liking these two together. Like, they like this idea of this Black couple, doing something positive for the community, and everybody's telling them about it. And so whatever they are doing seems to be working. Now, your boy Trigg, of course, is going to be thinking about your girl Fatima because he got it bad, and he's going to send her a picture, asking her what she thinks. And that's when Papa's father is going to walk in, and he's going to talk to him, a little bit about everything. And he's going to mention that he hopes that the rumors aren't true, that this is just basically a fake relationship. And Trigg is going to try to defend it. And I think for me, this part right here where he tries to defend it is like, man, like, I like the character Trigg, don't get me wrong, like, I really do, but I just always felt like this whole thing with him and Tiara is going to backfire in some way, form, or fashion. It just feels like if he just was open and honest about this particular portion of it, I feel like people would still love him, people would still rock with him regardless, but it just feels like this lie that they're telling is gonna come back to haunt them. I mean, even the pastor know about it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how this is gonna play out. Now, your boy Trigg is gonna talk to Tiara, and he's like, hey, like, I'm not feeling this. Like, this is just not, it doesn't feel right. And Tiara's just going to remind him, that it's working, whether it's real or not. People believe in this. People believe in this love, this Black love. So, let's just roll with it. And so, you kind of see Trigg going back and forth here, wanting to do it, then not wanting to do it, wanting to do it, then not wanting to do it. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all done started it now. So you're going to have to keep going and just hope that nobody finds out that it's a sham, or worse, they find out that you messing around with old girl and think you cheating on Tiara. It's nothing like somebody thinking that you cheating on this beautiful Black woman with somebody else to make them even more mad. That will lose him the votes for real, y'all. Like, people don't like when you cheat. So anyway, Trigg is having to practice his speech, for the meeting that they're going to be having later. And part of his speech is going to be talking about his mom's sobriety. Now, Trigg doesn't really like to open up about this that much, but Tiara thinks that it's going to be good for the campaign. Him showing, how his mom is battling with this issue and how she's, going through her recovery, and she feels like this is going to be a story that maybe someone else can relate to, and that maybe it will help somebody else with their sobriety. The problem is that Peaches and Trigg have a very, very long history with each other. Trigg is the oldest, and typically what you find with the oldest child is that they've seen everything. They've seen the good times, the bad times, the ugly, the really ugly. Like, they've seen it all. And it's hard sometimes to believe someone when they've always lied to you so many times when, you thought they were going to do better this time, but then they don't. So I can see why this is a struggle for Trigg. Now, Trigg is going to give his speech, and instead of him talking about his mom's sobriety, he's going to end up talking about Shad. Now, listen, I'm all for Shad getting his flowers because I think dude has done a major turnaround, and I think that it's very admirable of him to get out of prison and then to help his community and help young men. So I'm glad that Trigg gave him his flowers, but at the same time, it feels like he hurt his mom's feelings, you know what I'm saying? Because she now knows that he doesn't believe in her. Now, on this particular issue, it's like one of those things where you're like, on one hand, I completely understand where she's coming from. And on the other hand, I completely understand where Trigg is coming from. I just feel like she can't really be that upset with him for not believing in her sobriety just yet, for wanting to see the end story, because he's seen it so many times where it doesn't end well that now he needs to see the end story before he talks about it. And yeah, that's horrible that she has to feel that way, that her son doesn't believe in her. But at the same time, I think that's just one of those things where she's just going to have to push through and know that she's just going to have to show him. Now, on a lighter note, y'all, because I felt like that was like a lot heavy, your boy Shad is out here getting a lot of attention. You know what I'm saying? He done got himself cleaned up, then got him a woman, you know what I'm saying? And now all these chicks is out here trying to holler at him. He on the internet out here. All these ladies are saying good morning to him. It's nothing like when somebody else clean him up, get them all good. Now everybody want to come hollering. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But anyway, I just wanted to lighten the mood. So anyway, y'all, I always said that Roslyn was going to be up to something. She just doesn't help anyone just to help them. There's always an agenda behind it. There's always a reasoning behind why she's helping. Now, your girl Roslyn made a huge announcement here at the thing, and she's going to let Trigg know, hey, like, you work for us, like, we don't work for you. Now, your girl Roslyn decided she was going to reveal the new plans for the Rock Center, and to everybody's surprise, because Trigg nor Tracy knows about this new Rock Center, she wants to completely revamp the center. Now the thing is I'm like, where is she going to break ground on this? Is she going to take the Rock Center out of the community? Because that wouldn't make sense. Like, the Rock Center is meant to be there in the community to help the community. So if you build it, this bigger center, where is it going to go? And how does that really help the community if it's not even in the community anymore? Now, I'm just speculating on that part because I don't know where they're going to build it at. They didn't actually say where it was going to be built, but I'm just thinking you're building a bigger place. Like, are you telling me that you're finna take it out of the community? But anyway, Tracy wasn't feeling this. And she's going to be having a heart-to-heart with Trigg later. And she's going to tell him, like, hey, I feel a certain guilt. I created this Rock Center for a reason because of my son, Jason. However, at the same time, I feel like I am responsible and the reason why another mother lost their child. Now, she was talking about Coogie. Now, if you remember back in season 1, when her and Ronnie were together, she told Ronnie that he needed to go do something. Basically, he needed to go kill the person who took her son. And Ronnie ends up seeing the chain on Coogie, and he takes the chain and he kills Coogie. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that it was an accident when he killed him, when he shot him. I don't think it was on purpose, but however, nevertheless, he still killed him. And she feels a certain type of guilt about that. And Trigg is just letting her know that, hey, like, we all make mistakes, we're all human. And he's just consoling her because at the end of the day, in my opinion, I feel like what she's done for the community through her servicing and all of that, I don't feel like there was any malicious intent. I think it was just a mother's grief when her son was just taken from her and she said something that she didn't truly mean. And of course, she feels a certain guilt because she's human and she's a good person. So she's going to feel that guilt. Now, meanwhile, your boy Trigg, is going to go see his mom, Peaches, because, they need to talk, you know what I'm saying? Because they kind of left things in an awkward place. But when he gets there, he finds that his mom is no longer there and that she left. Now, she does leave Trigg a note, and you can see Trigg getting emotional. Now, I don't know if I necessarily agree with Peaches leaving. I understand why she felt she had to leave, but I don't think that this was the time for her to leave. She just found out about Jake and Gemma about to have this baby, and Trigg is running for councilman. And it feels like they need that support and that nurturing that only a mom can give. And I just don't understand why she left. Like, I heard the note, I heard it, but I just didn't agree with it. I'm like, your job was to show them that you have changed. Like, instead of walking away, like, yeah, you want to give them that memory of you being sober, but why not just be sober? Like, why not just go ahead and work really hard at it and try to stay sober for them? No one's saying that it's going to be perfect or that it's going to be pretty, but I feel like she just owed them that. And that's just my opinion. Okay, y'all, so that's what's up with your boy Trigg. Let me know what you thought about this whole situation. Do you think that Trigg should have just been open and honest from the beginning and maybe just ran on a single, just ran being single and not necessarily being in a couple and being booed up? And do you think that people would have rocked with him regardless of him, whether he was in a relationship or not? And what do you think about the Peaches situation? Do you think that she was wrong for leaving her kids again? Or do you think this was the right move for her to leave at this time when it feels like they need her so much more? Until next time, guys, peace.